This is The Scene
on BBC Radio London
with Aurie Styla.
This is The Scene.
Jennifer Lopez, Get Right. I had no idea that's what she was singing until I really read the name of the song. I knew it was J-Lo when I heard it, but I did not know it was called Get Right. I just know, it's that J-Lo tune. My name's Aurie Styla, BBC Radio London. You are listening to The Scene. I've got my next guest in the building. I got more music talent, and he's performing in just a little bit as well. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Roman Harris. What's going on, bro?
Yes,
How you doing? You all right?
Styla, what's good?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
I'm very well, man. I'm very, very well. Thank you for letting me be here.
No, thank you for coming down, bro. Thank you for coming down. So Talk to me, how's things been?
Listen, life has been well, man.
Yeah.
Life has been well. As you can imagine, busy, you know.
Yeah.
Life's always busy when you're grinding artistically. But it's been good, you know, whenever you're doing what you love, that's always a blessing, you know.
All right. And what is it that you love doing, sir? What kind of music artist are you? Tell us.
You know what? I'm a music artist that writes strictly from the heart, you know.
Okay.
I know that everyone writes from a place of whether it be experience or whether it be things they've gone through or whether it be pain, whatever it is, but I just see myself as writing strictly from the heart, you know. My experiences, the things I've been through, the things that I see other people go through also, you know, that all just gets together in a little melting pot and out comes the music.
It's the best way when you can do music that people can resonate with. If it comes from your heart, people have similar experiences,
Indeed.
Similar feelings. At least they can go, all right, well, I heard Roman speak about it. Now he's spoken about something I like, or I'm going through, or that I'm enjoying as well, or I'm having to deal with.
That's it.
Channel that.
It's all about trying to connect with people, and I think that's what art should do. Like, no matter whether you're a painter, you know, if you're a comedian, whether you're a singer-songwriter, you know, actor, it's about giving a performance and creating something that can genuinely connect with people. And you know, sometimes they just see their experiences through your art, you know, and that's a beautiful thing when that happens.
Nice. And how long have you been creating this kind of art, sir?
Geez, I've been on this journey for a while. I'd say it's been over a decade. You know, over a decade I've been grinding. I think I started writing from a young age. You know, I started off with poetry. I come from a very creative family and started with poetry, and then I was discovered. My sister kind of discovered that I had a bit of a voice.
Okay.
So she used to get me to sing Michael Jackson and all of those olden tunes.
Okay.
And then I just went on to songwriting. It was just a natural progression. You know, learned how to play the guitar, which really helped me to.
It's good that you can instrumentate yourself as well.
Honestly, when you can play an instrument, it really helps with the creative process, and it just helps you to create songs that I think touch people a little bit more. You know, it's not that you can't do it if you don't play an instrument, but for me, it's helped me like so much.
You say your sister discovered you. I mean, what kind of age we talking that she realized you could actually sing? You
know, shout out to my sister Aisha. I think I was probably about 5 or 6, and I used to sing this song by Michael Jackson, "You Are Not Alone." You remember that one? You remember that one? That was the song.
I'm picturing a 5 or 6 year old singing it. It's what I think.
You are not alone. I used to just really give it some.
You had the voice.
Yeah, I used to give it. I used to give it everything, man. My sister probably heard me and she was like, "Hold on, Roman, we got to get you to record these."
Okay.
So, you know, cassette tape. I'm showing a little bit of my age now, but we used to record on cassette tape.
Wow.
And
taking it back, sir.
Taking it way back, man. But it was great times. It was great times. And then from there, I just kept singing throughout all the years. I just kept performing. It's the one thing I can honestly say has been a constant throughout my life, Aurie. It's just performing, you know?
Nice. I feel that there's a time, though, that you go from it being a hobby to, this is seriously what I want to do as a career, or as a hobby that now becomes the process of how I develop through life. And what made you make that decision?
I think it was just the fact that there was nothing else I could see myself wanting to do for the rest of my life. You know, like performing, creating is something that even when I'm 80, 90, if I'm even on my deathbed, I think I'll be thinking of a lyric or thinking of an idea of some kind, you know. It's the only thing I know runs through my blood. And I feel like also it's not just about doing it for you. I think creating isn't just about doing it for your own gratification. It's about doing it for other people. You know, how can this song help someone else? And also, when I'm gone, look at all the songs that are out there that we still listen to today.
Yeah.
And the artists, they're long gone, but the music and the word is still there. And for me, I know that one day, you know, I won't be here, but the music will.
Leave your legacy.
that's where the legacy is for me, you know. I respect where anybody wants to leave their legacy, but for me, it's always been through art. And I think if you can move people and touch people, then it's a gift. It'd be a crime not to use it, you know.
Do you feel like, I mean, with someone who has such an idea of it not just being for you but for them, do you feel like there is any pressure at times that you have to deliver maybe you've done a lot of happy songs, so maybe I need to touch into the sad side? Because I feel like to be able to give a true, accurate kind of spectrum of people's emotions and feelings, you're going to have to tap into
a little bit of everything.
Exactly, yeah. Do you feel like you have to sometimes, well, I've done 3 happy songs, let's bring the tone down a bit, or is it as you feel at the time, that's what you create?
The latter, as you feel at the time. I mean, in the industry, you know, if you have pressure from, say, a label, or, you know, you're putting out a project and the label are saying, we need this many songs for this and this many songs that are like this, that's a different scenario. And you're playing a different game there, because you're dealing with you might be dealing with a major label, they're financing your project, etc. But I think every artist, you create from what you feel, you know. I personally have never woken up and said, today I'm going to write a happy song, or you know what I mean? Or today I'm going to write a sad song. I either start playing or I have an idea in my head, and then what comes just naturally comes. You know, I think that's the purest way to create art.
Nice.
You know.
What about you? Who do you tap into when you say, like, this person really resonates with me, or their music is literally speaking my emotions? Who is it that you listen to?
You know what? I've actually listened to so much music over the years, like from Coldplay, you know, to more recently, you know, obviously Ed Sheeran is a major influence in terms of, you know, just his journey and his story. Yeah. But also a lot of artists that people maybe don't know, you know, up and coming artists, like there's an artist by the name of Amber D, who's a really lovely singer. There's an artist by the name of Malika, who I really love her music. So there's so many.
Malika from the UK?
Malika from the UK, yeah.
She's come on my show more than once. A good friend of mine, man.
Oh,
yeah,
bless. So we have mutual friends.
There you go, yeah.
You know what I mean? But there's up and coming artists that are out there. There's a young man called 5 Philo. I mean, just so many artists that when I hear them, if the song resonates with me, I'm gonna be willing to check them out. But I find that a lot of the inspiration I get is just through living. It's through living. I don't listen to any other artist and think I'm gonna make a song that's like that. I just, you know, you live and you have your experiences, and then they play out the way they play out in music. You know, that's the best way for it to happen for me.
How do you feel about writing? Because I know you have writing credits on the Snake Hips Money on Me.
Yep.
How do you feel about writing music that other people then have to perform and portray?
I love that. Personally, I absolutely love doing that. One of the things that I started doing when I did get into songwriting sessions was I'd sit down with the artist, you know, for like an hour or so, and just talk to them, just find out what they're going through, find out what really is in their heart. And one particular session I remember in particular was with a young lady. Her name is Tora.
Okay.
And I think she's destined for big things. Really, really great girl. And we sat down and just spoke for an hour, and then we wrote a song called Ghost. And I got goosebumps just thinking about that song, because, you know, and when I hear her perform it, knowing that we crafted that together, it's a beautiful thing to let out into the world. But I think life just got to a stage where I was ready to put my music out, and that's the journey I've been on now.
Did you ever have anybody go, well, for you to be taken as a how can I say, serious artist? I don't know what the word or terminology they would say, but all right, let's just say as a real artist or a serious artist, you have to perform what you write. Because I have heard it the other way around, where people get taken as a artist who isn't serious if they have someone else writing for them. I mean, Drake being one of the big controversies a couple of years ago, where they said you don't write your own lyrics, so it's not coming from you. From the other way around, do you ever get that thrown to you?
No, not really. I wouldn't say that I've experienced that, especially when working with other artists. You know, obviously they know that we're in a session to create something, and everybody adds something to the mix. You know, it's just like if you're cooking a pot of food, you need your spices and you need your salt and you need a little bit of everything to make it what it is. So as long as there's a little bit of that artist in the song, then I think, you know, it's absolutely fine. You know, obviously it's great if you can write everything yourself, but, you know, as much as I write, most of my stuff, I work with people because other people will see things from a different perspective, and they might say, that line isn't working. Maybe just dig a bit deeper. You'll find something else. Yeah. And I've had that happen to me, and for the better. So it's always, I think only a fool thinks that they can do it all on their own. You know, be willing to take suggestions from other people. Be willing to be open-minded, because you never know like what doors it can open and how much more beautiful something can be when other people contribute to it, you know?
Yes, sir. Now tell us, Upon a Lifetime, you're going to do a performance for us. What's this song Upon a Lifetime about?
Upon a Lifetime, I look at this song as just the most pure pouring out of emotion ever. And the reason I say that is because I think, so the song was inspired by a relationship that ended, as many songs are. But the perspective of this song is not a case of feeling bitter or, you know, just desperately like wanting the person back. It's actually a song that accepts that this is over, but I just want to know you're good, you know? I just want to know that someone is out there looking after you and, you know, taking care of you. And that is where Upon a Lifetime comes from, and that's the perspective that it was crafted from.
That is a extremely healthy place to be. I can't say everybody can. This might be one that not a lot of people might resonate with. Like,
you know, what
this certainly ain't like how CeeLo Green portrayed his song.
Yeah. Indeed, you know, relationship. Because let's face it, relationships when they end, you know, they can be pretty bitter.
Be sour, yeah.
You know, they can be sour, and sometimes they end just because, you know, two people just can't make it work. You know, sometimes people just want different things or whatever the case may be. And I think if that does happen, then you need to kind of just look at it rationally and say, you know what, we couldn't make it work, but I hope you find someone that can, you know, make it work with you, you know?
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope when he performs this song, you can hear those words and have that positivity in your heart. Because I know there are some of you who are like, what? My ex won her.
Yeah.
No, what, him? Nah. But no, I'm looking forward to this. Ladies and gentlemen, in front of me is Roman Harris, who's going to perform his song Upon a Lifetime right here on The Scene. You give me a thumbs up when you're ready, sir, and I'll press play on your track.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Upon a Lifetime, available to stream and download right now. Let's do it, Aurie.
Is the other side of your bed warm tonight? Is your hand in the hand of another, holding so tight? Is there someone to lift you when life has you feeling so low? See, I need to know. Yeah, I need to know. Who's there with a smile when you get home and walk through that door? Who's giving you everything that you deserve and more? Who's playing the part and teaching you how to let go? See, I need to know. Yeah, I need to know. 'Cause we couldn't be, but Lord knows we tried. Was just a bridge too far. But hell, what a ride, you were mine. You were mine. Upon a lifetime. On your mind that deep down you want to reveal? Are your feelings alive, or do you prefer not to feel? Tell me, are you alright, or do you just put on a show? See, I need to know. Yeah, I need to know. 'Cause we couldn't be, but Lord knows we tried. Was just a bridge too far. But hell, what a ride. You were mine. You were mine. You were mine. But life came and tore us apart. Now I need to know who's taking care of your heart. 'Cause we couldn't be, but Lord knows we tried. Was just a bridge too far. But hell, what a ride. You were mine. You were mine. See, we couldn't be, but Lord knows we tried. Was just a bridge too far. But hell, what a ride. You were mine. You were mine. Upon a lifetime. Upon a lifetime.
My guy, Roman Harris, Upon a Lifetime. Turn around and look at my producers right now,
Thank you,
Roman.
man.
Look at them. Look at them. Look at them.
Thank you so much.
Look at you.
Thank you.
Look at them.
I know you guys can't see at home, but they're clapping and they're doing the raise the roof symbol. Like,
Yeah,
they're doing all
and
that.
look, Sanya, you cannot throw panties at Roman. There's a window between you two. Sanya, stop doing that foolishness.
I'll
man.
take them when I come out. It's like,
Roman Harris, that was absolutely amazing, bro. How can people find out more about you, what you're doing, and follow you on your musical journey, sir?
bless you, man. Thank you very much. So to the listening public, the socials, it's at I am Roman Harris on everything. You can also find me on Spotify, just Roman Harris. The name is very simple. Hopefully you remember it. Also, check me out on my website, www.romanharris.com. In terms of shows, I want to give a really big shout out to So Far Sounds because they've been absolutely amazing. If you don't know about So Far Sounds, they host gigs around, all over the world now, in really interesting venues. So I've got a gig coming up with them in November, date to be confirmed. So follow me online if you want to come and see me live.
Ladies and gentlemen, Roman Harris is in the building. Thank you very much, sir. We're going to play our record of the week right now. More life and more blessings. Nathaniel Shalom right here on the scene.